Romanians.
How do they profit from this, the politicians?
Well, the public money from the taxes and our money, Romanians' money, they use them for personal purposes, and they involve their own companies, maybe owned by the wife or something, you know, and they make the public money disappear in a magical way. They're very good at that. It is very popular in Romania that after the revolution in 1989, the biggest business made were the business made by the public contracts with the with the state.
Yeah.
And this is how a lot of people became rich in Romania with the country money, public money.
Let's see what else we should talk about. Yeah. So, due to these, to the what's going on at Roșia Montana and what's going on in Baia that people don't know, there is right now a movement in the street that we're abroad and in Bucharest that the media call in the Romanian autumn. Do you think is there anything to it? What does it mean when you hear this term, the Romanian autumn?
You know, the reason I didn't go in the street to express myself regarding Roșia Montana, the reason is that I didn't go. Okay, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't go in the street to express myself about Roșia Montana is that I don't know anything about it. I mean, of course, I'm reading on the internet and watching the news, but as I said, it's nothing comparing to the truth. We can never know the truth and the whole story about this, because it's like a big chain, you know. The implications, the political implications are too deep. We cannot know for sure. So I didn't go in the street because I don't know nothing about this. And the people in the street, in my opinion, they know a little part of this.
So you think they will not, as a movement, they will have no success because they cannot force the government? Or I don't want to put words into your mouth.
Well, their intention, it's very good, and I appreciate it, and it's a good thing they want to do for their country, and I want, of course, to do a good thing for my country, but I don't think this will help, because the decisions are taken at another level. We are here, they are here.
So there's a big, yeah, I understand what you mean. But in general, not just the people in the street, but I can feel like I can guess that the Romanian people in general are now mobilized against the government, not just in the street, but they want to have more influence. That's what I'm asking. Whether you think that's real, whether they will have a success in changing something, because I see Roșia Montana as a metaphor for this robbery that you talk about, that the government does whatever they want and sell whatever company they want, and on the other side of this movement called the Romanian Autumn that apparently tries to change the way the government and the people interact.
Yes, Roșia Montana lately became a symbol for like fighting against the government, but I think it's just it's a symbol for focused only on this selling the resources. The problem with the government is huge. We have this problem since forever, since I can remember. Because
how about the revolution in '89? Wasn't that supposed to have eradicated communism and moved Romania to a new democratic society?
Yes, this would happen in a perfect world, which is not Romania. After 1989 revolution, Ceausescu took the lead, and they sold the country. This is what they did. Better things were supposed to happen to Romania, but there's a chaos instead. Everybody was doing whatever they wanted with the country, and here is where they got us.
And by that, can you expand? I mean, how sold the country? How did that happen? Just so we have some.
Yes, after the revolution, a lot of people took the power for public companies and public resources and a lot of public things, and they just sold them and used them for their own good, and they destroyed the factories and sold the machines there. They ruined everything just to make money for themselves. And Romania was producing a lot of things back in the golden age, but right now we don't produce anything. Don't get me wrong, I hated the communists. I know they did a lot of bad things, but I know that bad things happened after the revolution, and they weren't supposed to happen.
So, then in your opinion, both projects by Maya and it has happened and Roșia Montană will happen. What is then the future of Romania as not as a country, because it physically will exist, but as a form of government, the people, the nation? What do you think is its future when the government can do whatever they want and 20,000 plus protesters in the street can do nothing?
Well, in my opinion, for the moment, we cannot change many things in Romania. Of course, people in the street, it's very good to know that we are not silent. We are here and we are yelling about our problems. But the guys who are leading us right now, I think we need some time to pass, and maybe my generation or younger generation to come and take the power and do good things in Romania. This is I could say that this is one of the reasons I left Romania. I didn't leave Romania forever. I love my country. I came here, I want to get the best version of me, and maybe one day go back in Romania and do something good for me, my country, my family, my friends.
But in the same time, you are one of 2.3 million Romanians out of 20.5, so you're one of the 10% of the population, which is mostly young and relatively educated, that has left. And as I see it, as it appears, you're probably one of the very few that's going to come back. So in this argument you make that the new generation will save the country, how do you see this brain drain?
Well,
who is the new generation?
Not the whole generation left Romania for studies. A lot of them are in Romania. So I think we have the capacity to change something, but we just have to wait to grow, to learn, and I think things will change. We'll make it happen.
And another thing when you talk about the new generation and about resources is another worry or a question I think I feel compelled to ask. Most of the very big companies in Romania have been privatized and sold to foreign interests. Most of the resources like shale gas, metals, petrol, agriculture is being now leased to even Danish companies. They are also being sold to foreign interests. In such a country where the resources do not longer belong to Romanian people, how do you see a future?
Well, I don't know if people know, but Romania is one of the richest countries in the world in resources, ground resources, and it's not good.
I'm just trying to say they belong to foreign companies.
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
Think of all the oil in Norway belonged to the Americans. How Norway would be today? And that's what I'm trying to ask. The very worst solution that I can imagine at the rate of privatization to foreign interests. At this rate it's been going right now. And what you say is that the people cannot stop the government from doing whatever it wants to do. When the old generation reaches up to the age of reason or to the age of, what do they have left?
Well, we'll just have to fight and take our country back from the foreign companies, I think. We'll have to do something. Because, everything is sold. In the Black Sea, I think the Austrians, they're exploring the oil there, and Canadians, Russians, they just came.
Forests,
Yeah, forests, yes.
But